What's up guys, Ricky here. Today we're doing a mic'd up round with Gatekeeper Media. Front 9 is on their channel, back 9's on Innova's channel. This is an epic course and thanks for joining. Sweet. Super cautious of going too straight because you can go straight and it's fine and it looks like it's wide open, but you're just throwing right over the bunker and it's hard to stop your disc on that downslope towards the basket. So I like left, come in left. You can throw a sidearm in, I throw a pig obviously, and it's just better speed control coming in from the left hand side. So that's why I kind of favored the left. You'll probably see me do that at Worlds as well, doing that on purpose. That's the thing out here at Mulligan's, there's a lot of, the greens are the trickiest part. The shots may be wide open, but once you're approaching the greens, it's super slopey. All right, this is definitely probably within like a 20-foot circle of where I'm trying to land right here. So I'm pretty much inside that circle where I'm trying to land. And then second shot, you can see the variables, there's a lot of variables, bunker, short of the camera guy, and the tree obviously here, and it's pretty much bunkered anywhere short right. So I got that in the back of my head, so I'm trying to execute my shot, trying to favor to the left. We got a left to right wind as well. So I'm gonna just kind of treat each shot like I'm playing at the Worlds right now. So just so you guys can kind of see what's going through my head when I am throwing these shots in the tournament. So right to left wind, we got pretty much a dead zone to the right that you don't want to be at. So if anything, I'm gonna be 20 or 30 feet left and take the putt up the hill. As you'll see when we get up there, it's super sloped greens. All right, pig of course. Go in, go in. Oh, super close. That's money. Probably went 10 feet deep. That's super money. Sweet, start off with a 3, that's always good. But yeah, as you can see, pretty much the wind's carrying you down here. A lot of people will putt. That's my landing zone. You saw my landing zone on the drive. My landing zone on the upshot's pretty much back here, because once by the time you crest the hill, you're gonna slope back here and take the putt. So that's hole 1. Start off with a birdie. All right, now to hole 2. Got the birdie on hole 1, and now stepping up to hole 2. I love the challenge of preparing for a world championship, because each hole you have to soak in all the variables and how you can attack it, how the wind is gonna affect your shot, the distance, all that stuff. So we got a headwind, so I'll kind of walk you through what goes through my head. So step up to the tee, always throw up the grass to see what the wind's doing. We got about, I would say, a 10-foot headwind, which means I'm gonna throw about 10 feet shorter than I would normally do. So it's 369, so immediately this hole turns into a basically 379, 380 foot hole, almost right off the get-go, because we're throwing straight into a headwind. And as far as the variables on the green, we got a little bit of a pocket on the right-hand side of the green, so that's kind of the safe zone. You can throw right and then putt over about 20, 30 feet. There's the upslope that you can see. I'm trying to just basically hit into that upslope and stop about 25, 30 feet. If I throw it hard enough, I can get there, but this hole can be really skippy up by the green, so I'm actually throwing a new Firebird. It's a little softer, so I'm throwing the softer plastic, so that way it absorbs the ground and doesn't skip as much. So I'm gonna have to throw this pretty hard. I should upgrade this to a max, but I'm gonna actually still throw the Firebird and see how it goes. Actually, I am gonna throw the max. It's too windy. So yeah, I'm gonna throw the max because, like I said, the wind, adds a little bit of distance. So let's do it. Might be too far. Maybe sit. Okay, that's gonna be 50-50. So I think that's gonna be good actually, but that's why the max can skip more. As you can see, this hole is all about distance control. And the best way to get good at distance control is throwing shots and playing the wind conditions. Like that hole, I normally throw a Firebird, but I had to upgrade discs. There's nothing wrong with doing that if that's the right shot. So I love that each hole presents a different challenge, and you gotta adapt to the conditions that day, because every day it's different and you never know what's gonna get thrown at you. So if it's a right to left wind, you gotta throw a little bit straighter of a disc and know that the wind's gonna finish it to the left more. So it looks like I parked the crap out of it. That's awesome. I love to see that. So that's a great shot. Executed it perfect. So I'll kind of walk you by where I'm trying to hit, probably what happened, but so you can see the tees back there, and I'm just really trying to, you can see the kind of the fat part of the greens over here. So I'm really just trying to obviously land over here and try to trickle this way. And there's the OB, obviously it's super close, but even if I were to go long, I can still have a pretty high percentage putt for par, but for right now, I don't have to worry about that. 2 for 2. Alrighty, hole 3. We got a crosswind, we got the green, we got the bunker, and I'm basically just throwing a shot, kind of trying to go over the flag stick, just left of it, and kind of hyzer left. My ideal shot would be to land left of the cart path and kind of putt back, because there's a bunker short, but then right past the basket there's a bushy tree that if you go behind that, you're dead and you have no putt. So I'm trying to land a little bit short left. We got 402, so I'm playing a shot that's about 380 to land in my spot to where I can have a manageable putt. Oh, that's too wide. Hopefully that gotta get lucky. Skip hard off the green. Okay. I think I got through the green. You can skip on the green, but you honestly, you don't even want to flirt with that. I threw that a little bit too wide, but this is such a tricky hole because you want to throw it deep past the green, but then as soon as you do that, there's a tree that you can see on the back side of that if you go any of the back half, the total back half of the basket is completely blocked out. So it just makes it so tough. Yeah, it looks like I'm on it. I spiked on it. This hole can do that. I didn't throw it far enough left. Pulled it to the right. All right. So yeah, just about 2 feet short from going into the save zone back there, but that's the thing. I just threw it too wide on this one. Even if I'm safe, I have no putt because this tree. Oh, double. That's gonna be brutal. But yeah, that's a hole. This is how mulligans can play sometimes. If you're just, like I missed that shot by friggin' what, two feet, and I got caught. Right, hole 4. Got a little bit of a left to right breeze. Obviously the basket's towards the water there. You want to push it, play a wide shot, kind of swing back. The left to right wind makes it hard because it makes you want to have to go straight at it, because if you throw it wide, you're just going to get pushed wide. So I'm going to pick a line almost at that camera guy, throw a shot, know it's going to push, and then drift back towards the basket. But definitely one of those holes that you can definitely park it, but I'm more playing for the 25, 30 footer coming back just to play safe and get a high percentage birdie putt that I can make. So I'm going to throw it probably nice and pretty semi-high and try to let it drift. That should be about parked. Just gonna skip right up to it. Yeah. That left to right wind really held it straight. That was key on that shot. Started at the camera guy and just let it fade kind of. That was a destroyer, but the wind just held it straighter and didn't have to throw it as hard. That wasn't really 100%, just let the wind kind of hold it straight. And so that's the beauty of that shot. Yeah, looks like it went 10 feet past with the tap-in bird. But yeah, more times than not, I'm landing back there 30 feet away. And it's just it's a tricky putt because you're putting right into the headwind. So we'll take the 2, let's go. But yeah, you can see the water short and big fat green over there. But even if you go over there, you're putting deep. If you go deep, you're putting right back at the water. So Even though you avoided it on the first shot, you still have to deal with it on the second shot in the putt. It's in the back of your head. 5 now. Got a little left to right wind. It's about a 700-foot par 4. Water along the whole left side, bunker on the right. I'm just trying to throw, with this wind, I'm going to try and throw a sidearm hyzer over top of the water and give it time to come back into towards the fairway. I'm trying to favor a little bit on the right-hand side of the fairway to give myself a second shot into the basket. But I'm just trying to really throw a 400 to 450 sidearm, not super far, just to get myself in position to get a 3 on this hole. So that's pretty much all I'm looking for on this hole. Throw one more. So we're gonna go to the landing spot. I just like the sidearm off the tee because it takes the water out of play on the first shot and allows me to still get in a position. Sit, sit. Okay, that's perfect. That's closer than I thought even. You can see that's a pretty good pocket to land over there. You can obviously, I could, if I wanted to, I could throw a backhand way out over here, but it risks going in the water, going in the bunker, so it's just not worth the risk reward. I think I parked it. I might have went deep actually. Okay, it looks like I'm good. But yeah, that's why I'm really trying to land short, like right in here. Obviously that one I juiced a little bit because of the wind, but even I'm happy with the shot even right in here. So that's the thing, is obviously I'm trying to park as many shots as I can to get the easy birdies, but even if I'm 20 or 25 feet on the safe side with a high percentage birdie look, that's what I'm looking for. High percentage birdies. That's how you win a world championship right there. You get the high percentage birdies, hole after hole after hole. All right, hole 6. It doesn't look visually challenging, but it is. It's an island hole. Basically, you gotta throw it inside the circle or bust. Yeah, you're basically, it's usually a left to right wind on here, but it can be a right to left, which makes it super tricky. I personally like to use that tree as an aiming point and where I want to release my disc. I'm throwing a pig, so I'm going to aim at that tree and let the pig just naturally fade. I know there's going to be hay bales for Worlds, so I'm going to keep it high. Just practice my high stall shot and let it kind of fall. I don't even mind being 20 feet left. I'm just trying to hit the green however way I can and then putt from there. So it's got a little bit of a pushing left to right wind. It's going to hold the pig a little straighter than normal. So that was a little left, but I think it's going to be good. Okay, yeah, it's right in the pocket there. As you can see, there's a decent amount of room on this left side here, so I'm inside the circle, which is always a bonus. There we go. That's a bird. So yeah, that's hole, what is this, 6th, 7th maybe? But yeah, it's a island hole. Like I said, you can see where the OB is gonna be and the hay bales. Whoops. All right, hole 7. What kind of wind we got here? A little bit of a tail. This hole is probably like the 1% of our division can reach it, 546. A little bit of a tailwind to help, but I like to throw a shot over this bunker, kind of just fade left. We got the OB green. You'll see that's definitely in play for a lot of players, right in the wheelhouse, to where if you throw it too much hyzer, it's going to land on that green. And we got the OB fence long to the right. We got a little bit of an uphill run up, but I'm just kind of trying to start a shot over top of that golf cart and kind of fade left. This is a tricky reach, but we got a good wind for it, so I'm going to try and crush one and get up there. There we go. That might be a little too far to the right. I think I hit the golf cart. That's so funny. That one was a little bit of a flippy destroyer, so I'll throw a little bit, upgrade to a little bit more overstable. Didn't turn that one enough. Should probably land on that green. Oh, I went past it. So there's a bunker past that green that I just just went on. You want to get a 2 look on this, but yeah, you aren't losing any strokes really. There might be a handful of people that 2 it, which obviously I'm trying to be those handful that do 2 the hole. But yeah, it's just a tricky shot. Get in. Oh, almost. Dang, I thought I hit that. I threw that one a little bit wide. I'd like to be right in here, hyzer out a little bit more and get myself a more manageable high percentage putt. All right, hole 8, 375 foot par 3. I'm going the sidearm route. There's obviously the backhand gap too, but there's a bunker short right that I don't like for the backhand. A lot of people seem to collect in that. I'm trying to avoid that. But I'm basically trying to throw a sidearm, and there's that tree just left of the basket. I'm just trying to go just over that or just under it. But I prefer left of it and play to the left of the basket a little bit and try to get like a 20-25 footer for birdie. So let's do it. It's a little short. That's better. Way better shot. Oh, I hit that tree, but still solid. I like the line. I liked everything about that second shot. This hole can be tricky. It's perched up on top of that hill. So you really have to throw a great drive. If you're lazy on the drive, you're gonna just be laying up, getting a par. Sweet. So I got the birdie. So this is a good one to birdie. I mean, it's definitely as you can see, this is the tree that I'm coming around. Try to land in this deep collection area back here, 20-25, and have a high percentage birdie putt. This one I was short. Threw the right line, just didn't throw it hard enough, and landed short, but I was still okay with it. I was inside the circle with a makeable birdie putt. Alrighty, hole 9. Hole 9 is 800 feet, and this shot, the drive, is we're just throwing over this lake, and there's that first tree on the left that you can see. I'm trying to throw a shot that just goes just behind it and skips left. There's a line of trees that I'm actually trying to go left of, so that way it sets up my second shot for a sidearm pig or firebird, depending on how far I throw my drive. But yeah, all I'm really thinking about is throwing a shot that goes left of that tree and gets me in position. Something just like that. I'm super happy with that. I want to be a little farther than that. I didn't really skip as much as I wanted. I'm gonna throw one more. But that line was pretty much solid. I want to just kind of cut it tight to that tree and go left. Yeah, that's better. See how it skipped like that? So that second one's ideal. The first one's definitely playable and definitely birdieable, but I'm just being hard on myself, trying to land in the perfect landing zone every time. Oh, that's way too short. Sit. All right, that's safe. Pretty bad shot. Same thing. The slope's getting me. Sit. So yeah, it's a trickier shot, as you can see. So that's the advantage of throwing a drive to right there versus right here, is you have a flat shot, wide open, no trees, versus a side slope. Sometimes those slopes can get you and cost you a stroke. So now we're left with do a little spin putt at it. So par here and there ain't gonna kill you. So I got a par on that one. Thanks for watching the front 9 out here at Mulligan's on the Gatekeeper channel. Be sure to check out the back 9 on the Innova channel.